footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunters are the playbook, breaking down the Chargers versus the Jaguars. Let's look at San Diego. Tough loss in overtime against the Denver Broncos. Some things that I like that the Chargers were able to do. You see, as the running game gets going, teams are going to find themselves in a situation where they have to try to defend the Chargers. So I look for this guy, Ryan Matthews, to get more carries. He's starting to get his sea legs under him. He's healthy, and he has a burst, and he breaks a lot of tackles. I like that about him. They're going to have to do that against Jacksonville right now, who's struggling on the corners with their corners out. So if they're able to run the football, when I mention the corners, the play action pass is wide open, and they should be able to find Vincent Jackson in those ideal matchups for the Chargers offense. Now defensively, you're playing a guy in Blaine Gabbert, or you're playing Luke McCown. Whichever quarterback is going to be back there, it's all about forcing these guys to make plays that you want them to make. So I would say if I'm the Chargers, I won't even play up close on the line of scrimmage in those wide receivers' face. I would play off coverage, cocked to where you can see where you can read Gabbert's or McCown's eyes, and then react to wherever he throws the football. That's what I would do this week to stop the Jacksonville Jaguars. You don't have to bump press these guys at the line of scrimmage. They're not those type of receivers that are explosive where you have to slow them down. You can read what route they're running, and you can read where Gabbert is going to go with that football, and that's going to, one, allow the pressure to get to him, and two, allow these corners to do a better job of reading and reacting to the passing game. Now let's look at Jacksonville in this matchup. The Jaguars come in, and they have to be licking their chops at the matchup they face against San Diego. San Diego has issues in stopping the outside run. The Jacksonville Jaguars do an outstanding job of running off tackle. So look for Maurice Jones-Drew to have a huge day and get a lot of work today against this week against the San Diego Chargers. I say right now he's on pace this week to get about 25 to 30 carries, and that's how you ease a young quarterback in the ball game. That's how you neutralize pressure on him. That's how you allow him to have the luxury to see receivers downfield. Now you look at the passing game. I know I've been on Gabbert's back the whole time as far as like playing scary, but let's help him out a bit. Fairly athletic guy, get him on the move. Take advantage of his athleticism. You see what the Vikings do with Christian Ponder. They get him on the perimeter. Get Gabbert to throw on the run. Move that pocket for him. What that is going to do is allow him to get into a groove and work that passing game. I also like Jared Dillard. I've been on Dillard bandwagon for a long time since he was at Rice. This guy does catch everything, and that's going to open up that passing game. Him involved. Mercedes Lewis has to be a little bit more consistent, but get everyone involved in the passing game. But you do that by keeping Gabbert on the move and getting him comfortable and in a groove and taking advantage of his athleticism. Defensively, it's all about getting after Rivers early. You get after Phillip Rivers, he's going to roll out to the pocket, and he's not as accurate as throwing on the run as he is when he steps up and fires it down the field. Pressure, you have to front load pressure from either side, whether you're sending two guys from the right or two guys from the left. Force Rivers outside the pocket, and that's the advantage the Jags can have to help out their corners. X factor for the Chargers in this ball game has to be Ryan Matthews. If he can stay consistent throughout this matchup, it's going to put the Jaguars at a disadvantage. X factor for the Jaguars has to be the blitz packages. If they can cause a lot of havoc for Phillip Rivers and getting him on the move, the Jags can win this ball game at home. Tough matchup here for Jacksonville. I'm going with the Chargers. I think they bounce back after a tough loss to the Broncos at home. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.